We are very, very honored to have her as a contributor in this magazine. So everybody give a warm welcome.
Hello. How's everyone? Cameron, are you wearing watermelons for a reason?
Yes.
Yes? Can you share?
The watermelon is the symbol for Palestine, for Gaza. Figured today would be an excellent.
That was my introduction. My poem is titled Wish for Peace. So I don't know if you're up to date about what's going on down there in Gaza, but a lot of problems, and I've kind of summarized it very quickly in this very short poem. Wish for peace. The fragile beauty of the dandelion in my hand whose grip on land dares you to eradicate its presence in Zion as it spreads through the wish for peace, to lend a hand to those in need, to blend a blend of peace in their days of suffering without end. Wish for peace for them to send their children to schools with filled bellies of fresh food, sprinkled with life-giving water that drools in honor of a wish for peace that stood on the doorstep, waiting patiently for humanity's response to help save those whose beliefs, never straying, empowers their wish for peace to save me and the new generations without the need to revisit the trauma of today's dire escalations of genocide in a bout of cataclysmic fear whose only wish is for peace.
Thank you so much for sharing such a powerful work and for allowing us to feature it in Petal Projections. Thank you so much. You can also find some information on your chapbook in Petal Projections. And you showed me a few pages earlier, and I'm so excited to read it, and I think everyone else should be so excited to read it as well. Thank you so much. You're such a talent. I really appreciate it. Up next, we have our very own Claire.
Hi. It makes me slightly uncomfortable that you can see my back in the mirror. It's like, oh, like he's right behind me. This is a poem published in, Maureen, can you remind me what issue it is? I think it's 4? No, it's 7? Yeah. Whatever. I think it's 7 because I think it's a prime number.
So it's 4.
Yeah, 4 is my favorite prime number. I got a 51 in pre-calculus 11. I'm still here. This is a poem called Just Words. There's one line in it from the glass essay by Anne Carson. I watch the clouds from my parents' new apartment. They're doing a trial separation, a much-needed break, my mother says. I ask about the ideal outcome, act like I'm surprised by her answer. I walk to the bus stop and pretend that I'm grasped by the deafening need to be alive, that each step reminds me that I'm here, that I will not disappear at any given moment. I return to the stage, suddenly reminded why theater was so hard for me in the first place, how easy it is to become so stuck on others' perceptions of me that I become something less than a reflection of those around me. I wonder if anyone knows the real me, if I even do. I do not realize how much I perform until there is no one to perform for. Then I'm forced to deal with the all-consuming weight of being alone. A one-woman show, no one in the audience. I continue to wait for applause that will never come, desperate for a sliver of attention. Well, he's a taker and you're a giver. I give, It's the only thing I know how to do. I give until I have nothing left, until I am empty, and then I run. There is no point in knowing me if I do not even know myself. Maybe it's the strength I lack, an inability to step closer. I hope it works out. I want to write an open letter to anyone who is worse than me and has done better, who's given opportunities I can never seem to grasp. I'm bitter. It doesn't bode well for my future. My mother told me very early in life that if I measured myself based on what my peers were accomplishing, I would become too entangled with inferiority. Getting your foot in the door is most of the work, I have been told, and that is either luck or birthright. My birthright is 4 pills in the morning and 2 at night, a stubborn disposition and weak knees. Give and take were just words to me. I find out about milestones in my parents' lives through social media. I sit in my room, my cat hides inside my bed frame. She's good at disappearing. I'm never told what I'm supposed to know, only that I'm supposed to know it. My mom's friends ask me what I think of things I was never told of. I practice acting. My stepfather teaches my little sister how to drive, and I cry walking home from the bus stop. I'm becoming better at ignoring the feeling of a butter knife being driven into my stomach. I have the same fights with my mother I had when I was 16, the knife twists. Maybe I twist it. I'm not sure I know how to do anything else. That's it. Thank you. Yes. Let's give another round.
Up next, we have Mohammed reading a piece called If Time Could Tell, I believe. Yes. We're very excited to have him here. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening here. I would like to give a little context behind this poem here. Once upon a time I woke up, happens, and it was in time for one of those 8:30 classes that I unfortunately had to take. And I woke up in such a fit of frustration, a tantrum, because I had to wake up earlier than 12 o'clock. And this poem is attributed to that feeling. I think that time should not have a say in things. I think that the clock should cease its speaking. I think that the ticks should increase nothing. I think that the talks should decrease nothing. I think the hands that separate tomorrow and today, the increase in the distance from me to you. I think that winter snow should not cover up your footprints, increasing distance. I think that summer sand should not fill up the hourglass, decreasing minutes. I think that time should not tell when sun comes and moon goes. I think that time should tick only to spell your name. I think that the increase and the decrease in seconds from me to you should depend on the infinite minutes of day. I think that time tells only to stop. The clock always would rely on a finite battery. I think that. Thank you.